Here's some of the mulberry that I've already stripped and is drying. I had it in the garage, and I'll probably only keep it in the sun briefly. I don't want it to dry too fast, and I don't want it to get too brittle, so I'm moving it in and out. But because this is under a shade tree, it's going to get morning sun, and then it'll dry up, or it'll get shady. So these are some nice sticks. It's already dry on the outside, but you know, it's going to take probably a couple or a few weeks for this to dry properly or so. Sun and air. So I picked up this golf cart at the thrift store for about $5, $6 I think, with the golf clubs. I'm not going to use the golf clubs or the bag, and right now what I did is I used this to walk through 3/4 of a mile down the street, and I picked up the pieces of wood. I took my saw with me, and I went ahead and cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these boards right here, and I brought them back walking on the cart. So, you know, trying to use everything at my disposal, trying not to invest any money unless I absolutely need to. Most of the money is going to go in, you know, either fuel costs or, simple things that, you know, you didn't really consider at first. But the main materials are coming from the neighborhood and are being repurposed. Okay, folks, that's what's going on right now. Oh, just so you get an idea, I downsized the size a little bit because I think that this prototype, and because I'm not the best builder, I don't want to get overwhelmed, because what happens when you get overwhelmed is you can get discouraged. Other things start happening. You know, I have my own Airbnb business going on, so I have to take care of the house inside and stuff like that. I also need time for socialization and eating and, you know, using the bathroom and all those things, and resting. You know, resting is really important. So I downsized this thing to about half the size. So it's basically going to be 4 feet wide and almost 8 feet long or so. And I think that's going to give me plenty of room, maybe 4 by 7, plenty of room to put a couple chairs in there if needed. The purpose of this thing is actually evolving too, okay? And you'll see the evolution as it goes by. And, you know, I try not to be so strict, like, oh, it has to be this way, because when I do that and it doesn't work out, then you get frustrated. And maybe that happens to you too. You have these expectations and it doesn't work out, and then you get frustrated, and then you don't try something again. So now I'm trying to be very flexible and just, you know, let the materials dictate what I'm going to do. Not so much I'm going to force the materials to do what I want them to do. Okay? So follow along, and we'll see what develops here.